There is something important that I want you to notice in the sacrament prayers as shared in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And that is this: every single Sunday when we partake of the sacrament, we read these words, word for word, and the promise that we make is that we eat this bread and that in part so that we're willing to take upon ourselves the name of the Son, and always remember him and keep his commandments in which he has given them, that they may always have his Spirit to be with them. So there's kind of this, here's what we're going to do, here's what we're going to be given, this promise, right? Now, I share more about this in my book that you can actually listen to for free on my podcast, the Inherent Identity Podcast. But I want you to notice that the very first thing is that we're willing to take upon ourselves the name of thy Son. So this is all about identity. And the second thing is also kind of about identity, because the more that we think about Christ, the more in which we actually learn of his character and his nature, and the more we learn about who we really are inside. Now, flip over the page, and what we're going to do is, this is the blessing of the water instead of wine. But notice how the only thing that's really changed, we don't talk about commandments, we don't talk about taking on ourselves the name, but really the thing that's repeated is to always remember him, that they may have his Spirit to be with them. So the emphasis and the repetition is focused on remembering. And this is something that I really love to teach all my clients, and it's this idea that when we remember, when we think on Christ, when we learn about his character and his nature, that is when we have the Spirit of God to be with us at all times. So if ever you find yourself, say, making a mistake or in a challenge, my invitation is that you think on Christ. And when you think on Christ, my promise is that there will be a Spirit that comes with that. And it will be a sweet Spirit, it will be a loving Spirit. And so I just invite you to always remember Christ.